Guys, welcome back to Nerdmania again. This is my second time recording this video. The first time I forgot to turn my mic on and didn't record any audio. Shit happens. We're at the end of May. I'm actually recording this on the 13th of June. And this is my Blu-ray movie pickups for the month of May. I recorded this and I recorded my toy pickups, and I forgot to turn the mic on for both. So re-recording this one now. Not sure when I'll get round to re-recording the toy one. I haven't got a lot of time left today. But let's crack on and show you what I picked up. It's been a great month for movies, to be honest. I've been to the cinema a couple of times. I saw the new Doctor Strange movie. Thought that was okay. It's a middle-of-the-road Marvel MCU movie. Not great, not bottom tier, not top tier. Just middle of the road. I think it was spoilt a little bit by my expectations going into it. I was expecting cameo just being thrown at the screen, and it wasn't. There were some great cameos, don't get me wrong. I'm not going to go into spoilers, but it wasn't what I was expecting. But yeah, a pretty decent Marvel movie, definitely worth a watch. And I've seen Top Gun twice at the cinema. The new one, Top Gun Maverick, excellent. Hollywood in the whole have done a great job of bringing nostalgia back with sequels, long-awaited sequels like Ghostbusters Afterlife did a great job of finding that crowd-pleasing nostalgia with a new sort of twist as well. And this movie just perfects it. It's spot on. Brilliant the whole way throughout. Loved it both times I've seen it. I want to see it again. But stop talking about that for now. Let's just get on with what I've picked up this month. Pro Stars. This is my only DVD pickup of the month. This is Pro Stars. This is an animated cartoon from the 80s. I'm working on a video of my favourite childhood cartoons. Pro Stars was one of them, but I just wanted to give myself a little bit of a knock. I play basketball, I've told you that before, and Jordan is my favourite player of all time. And this is an animated cartoon about Jordan, Wayne Gretzky and Bo Jackson, and they fight crime. They're sports stars who fight crime. So yeah, that's Pro Stars. My CEX pickups, so where I've been into my local trading shop this month, I picked up Arrow Season 6. For some reason, this one's really hard to get compared to all the other seasons. So this one cost me around £12, where I normally only pay around £6 to £10 a season. But this one's really, I've been looking for this. It's 15, 20, 25 pounds on line normally, so on like eBay and stuff. But this one was £12 in store, so I picked this one up. Arrow Season 6. This has just got your standard Blu-ray discs. This one's still factory sealed, and I got this at a charity shop. It was 99p, and this is King Kong, the Peter Jackson King Kong. I don't have this. I had it on HD DVD, if anyone remembers HD DVD. I had the little connecting HD player that you put on your Xbox 360. It was between Blu-ray and HD DVD, and Blu-ray ran out, even though I do believe HD had the better picture quality overall. But 99p, picked it up to add to the collection. So back to the CEX pickups now with their annoying stickers. It's left residue on quite a lot of my films, and so I'm just leaving these on until I've got time to take them off. But this is Entrapment, the Catherine Zeta-Jones, Sean Connery movie. I haven't seen this since it came out, so I wanted to give it another go. It's got nothing to do with the electric grid scene, if you know what I'm talking about. It's just I wanted to watch the movie again. Another 80s movie that I used to watch a lot, the Cannonball Run and the Cannonball Run 2 in this 2-pack. Picture discs for both of them there. Captain Chaos. Love these movies. Burt Reynolds, Jackie Chan's in these. The guy who played Jaws, I believe, from Bond are in these. Great movies from the 80s. Just got around, saw them in the shop, just picked them up. This is the sticky mark I'm talking about. This is Ralph Wrecks the Internet. Just the standard blue Disney disc. I've got the original one, WreckIt Ralph, but not seen this one. I don't think I've actually watched WreckIt Ralph yet, to be honest. But picked this one up to complete the set. So yeah, a couple of quid, thought why not. We are now moving on to my internet pickups for the month. This one's factory sealed. I actually watched this on a streaming service, and then this popped up the next day on eBay for a couple of quid, so I picked it up. It's Barely Lethal. It's Hailey Steinfeld from Hawkeye and Bumblebee, Jessica Alba and Samuel L. Jackson, and it's about a girl born to be an assassin, born and trained to be an assassin, and she wants a normal life, so she escapes and tries to go to school, and her old life catches up with her. Quite fun, nothing special, but for a couple of quid, thought why not. Sorry, I'm rushing a bit here because, like I said, I've already filmed this once and I've only got so long before my family will get back and then I can't record. It just becomes a hassle. Tom Cruise movies. Going for a bit of a Tom Cruise thing after watching Top Gun. So I picked up Born on the 4th of July, which I've never seen. Oliver Stone movie. Looking forward to cracking on and checking this one out. Haven't got round to it yet. These movies, Oliver Stone movies, tend to be a bit long. I watched an Oliver Stone movie recently. I can't remember what it was now off the top of my head, but I quite enjoyed it. So I've got this, and I've got JFK as well, which I still haven't watched, which I believe is Oliver Stone. All the Right Moves. This ties into the fact that I'm doing a sports movie top 10 as well, my favourite top 10 sports movies. And this is a sports movie, it's about American football. So I wanted to check this one out again. And like I said, I'm going for a Tom Cruise kick at the moment. I'll show you the disc so I keep forgetting. It's the picture disc there. I think this one's got the patriotic, the 4th of July, patriotic American flag there, the stars and stripes. And the last one, Risky Business. There you go. Confession, already had this, picked it up again. Oops, don't do that very often. I don't normally double up. I'm very good at knowing what I've already got in my collection. For some reason, this one, I didn't think I had, picked it up. And then when I had it in my hand, I was like, I've got this. I know I have. I've checked my database and there it was. So, yep, double pick up, my own fault. While we're on sports movies, I picked up another couple. I picked up one of my favourite sports comedies of all time, The Longest Yard. Brilliant movie. I saw this before I saw the original, so this is kind of my version of the movie. Burt Reynolds, Adam Sandler, Nelly. Disc's actually in the player because I've watched it recently. Wrestlers, Goldberg, Kevin Nash, Stone Cold Steve Austin, the Great Khali. Quarterback goes to jail, has to teach a team of inmates to play the guards. Just fun, comedy, Longest Yard. Pick that one up. And then Invincible. This is the 2-disc combo, I believe. Yeah. So you got the 2 discs there, 2 picture discs, Blu-ray and DVD. One of my favourite American football films of all time. I'm an Eagles fan. Not tremendously into American football. I always try and watch the Super Bowl every year, and I play fantasy football. Made it to the finals last year, not this year. But yeah, this is the story of Vince Papale, played by Mark Wahlberg, and his story about becoming a Philadelphia Eagle. Another movie, Popeye, trying to fill in some gaps now that I've got a region-free player. Blue disc there. This is the late great Robin Williams and Shelley Duvall, and it's the live-action movie of Popeye the Sailor Man. Eats the spinach, becomes super powerful. There you go. Last month I was going through a Guy Richie stage, watching a lot of Guy Richie movies, and this is one I didn't have, so I picked it up for a couple of pounds. The Man from U.N.C.L.E., Armie Hammer and Henry Cavill. Just your standard blue disc again. Watched this when it first came out, and I remember not really enjoying it, so I'm hoping on a second viewing I'll change my mind, because I do like Guy Ritchie. Last month I mentioned I was going for an Anna Kendrick stage, and that's continued this month with Mr. Right. This is an Australian import, picked it up for a couple of pounds. Not seen it before, watched it when I got it. Quite funny. It's Sam Rockwell. I love Sam Rockwell. Anna Kendrick there. She's looking for Mr. Right. She finds this guy and he's a hitman, basically. And then it's a comedy about them two trying to get on and make a lot and carry on with their relationship while people are hunting him. But yeah, that's Mr. Right. Couple of pounds, quite funny. This I found while I was looking for Mr. Right. Actually, it's called The Scribbler. Never heard of it. Watched the trailer. It's got quite an artistic kind of filming technique, and it just looked quite interesting. Like I said, I don't know a lot about it. It's got Katie Cassidy, who was the original Black Canary in the Arrow TV show. It's also got Michelle Trachtenberg and Elijah Dushku, who Buffy's little sister. Michelle Trachtenberg was Buffy's little sister Dawn in Buffy the Vampire Slayer, and Elijah Dushku was Faith in Buffy the Vampire Slayer. It's got a picture disc inside. So yeah, a couple of pounds, Australian import, The Scribbler. Give it a go. I'll let you know what I think once I've watched it. Suffolk Island. This is Mila Kunis. This was called Boot Camp in America and in the UK. This is actually a French import. I couldn't find it anywhere, any other way of picking it up on Blu-ray. This film has scenes of abuse in it, so if you're not into that, I wouldn't watch it. But it's quite an interesting story about a boot camp on an island for troubled teenagers. and Mila Kunis is the title character. But yeah, it can be quite hard to watch in places. So that's Suffer Island. Van Wilder, one of my favourite comedies of all time. Ryan Reynolds, brilliant in this film. Put me off eating pastries. If you've seen this film, you'll know why. This is the unrated version again. Now I've got a multi-regional player. I was able to pick this up, so pick this one up. There's the disc there, Van Wilder. So that's National Lampoon's Van Wilder. And now we move on to my new releases for the month. And I've got a couple. Channing Tatum's Dog. Watched this with the missus. She wanted to see this. Yellow disc there, just with dog written on it. Typical, I love dog movies like Turner and Hooch and Canine and stuff like that. And this is what this is. Guy gets partnered with a dog. And it's their road trip, basically. So that's a good movie if you're into your animal doggy movies, worth a watch. This one's still sealed, Uncharted. This arrived and you can't really see it on here, but the case is all smashed. I've got to get a replacement case. I really enjoyed this. I saw this at the cinema. I've got no attachment to the original games. I didn't play the original games, so I've got nothing to compare them to. But I do enjoy your treasure hunt movies like the Goonies, National Treasure, stuff like that. And this is what this is. In its whole, if you're a fan of the game, this might not be for you. I don't know because I haven't played the game, but I enjoyed the movie. Tom Holland, Mark Wahlberg, Antonio Banderas, just a fun treasure hunt movie. Some animation. I picked up Robotech. Like I said, with my Pro Stars, I'm doing a video of my top favourite cartoons from when I was a kid, and this one is one that I remember but don't remember too well. So you could say, if you don't remember it, how could it be one of your childhood favourites? But I just wanted to revisit it off the back of that, and I'm enjoying my big mecha stuff at the moment, like Gundam. So I thought I'd give this one a go. This is part 1, the Macross Saga. So yeah, looking forward to diving into this. DC, Constantine, the House of Mystery. Those are plain blue discs as well, by the way, in Macross, I believe. But this is your Constantine. Normally watch these as soon as I get them through the door, and I just haven't had time to watch this one yet. I've really enjoyed the previous 2 animated Constantine. I believe this is Matt Ryan again. It's not going to tell me on the back. I believe it's Matt Ryan doing the voice for Constantine again, who did the voice of the live action in the Arrowverse. So yeah, Constantine House, and that came with a nice slip as well. So, and the last pickup of the month was a special edition. It's from 101 Films, and it's Johnny Mnemonic, the Keanu Reeves movie. Dolph Lundgren as well. Set in the future, he's like a digital courier. They download stuff into his head, and he takes. But this comes with a nice hard case there. It also comes with a book which has got some information about the film and some art and pictures from the film in it. And then got the disc with the original sort of artwork on it. It comes with some cards, some like lobby style postcard type things. Got the picture disc, and then it's got an alternate like cover. Is it an alternate cover, or is that just the internal bit? Let's have a quick look. No, yeah, it's an alternate cover, and it's a copy of the slip cover. So that's Johnny Mnemonic. So, like I say, it's my second time recording this. I will try and get my toy haul, even though it's not very big this month. Only about 6 or 7 toys, but I have got some recorded and out to you as well at some point soon. It might be a little bit longer than I was expecting, because like I say, I've recorded them all without sound because I'm an idiot. But yeah, they're my movie pickups for the month of May. If you'd like to carry on watching what I've been collecting, please like, subscribe, it helps. It keeps me motivated to keep going. I have got a toy review recorded, ready to go. I've just got to edit that and get that up. So that'll be going up in the next day or two, which from now will be around about the 15th, 16th of June. And then this will be the next video after that. So you would see that, and now you'll see this. So thanks for watching, guys. It's as always, love talking to you about geeky stuff, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.